Begin by coming down to your mat in a comfortable seated position. So this is called Sukhasana, so cross-legged position. Lengthening the spine, roll the shoulders back and down, and gently close the eyes. Take a deep inhale through the nose, and exhale. So we're giving ourselves the time and space to mentally arrive on the mat. So I know when you just get straight out of bed and you rush into the next thing, everything we do is on autopilot. So we're slowing everything down so that we can become incredibly self-aware, asking yourself what kind of mood you're in this morning. How is that different to yesterday? What parts of the body feel stiff or tense? Withdrawing from any external distractions, any thoughts about where you're supposed to be after 9, just knowing that where you are right now is where you're meant to be for the next half an hour. Bringing your hands to heart center, keeping the eyes closed, palms are touching together. I'll open the practice with one Om. So feel free to join in with me at home. We'll take a deep inhale first. Om. And gently opening the eyes, we'll release the hands. Dropping your right palm down to the side, or inhale, reaching your left arm all the way up, and exhale, bending over towards the right. So you're feeling this stretch down the left side of you. If this feels fine and you've got more in you to stretch, you can lower down to the forearm. Just make sure that you're not tipping up here. So if you are, just come back to the palm. Keeping the chest lifted towards the sky, so the arm is going to have to go slightly behind the head so that you don't slouch forwards. Inhale, coming all the way up, we'll drop the left palm down or the forearm and exhale. So all of these postures are going to help with sitting at a desk all day, but also they're just allowing you to actually tune in to how you're feeling. They open up certain pathways in the body that sometimes release some emotion. So if you feel a bit vulnerable later, that's fine. Inhale, coming all the way up, we'll give the shoulders a good roll out. And placing your right palm onto the left knee. Inhale, reaching the left arm up, dropping it down at the base of the spine. Exhale to twist. Inhale, coming back to center, left palm to right knee, lifting the right arm all the way up, dropping it down at the base of the spine. Exhale to twist. So keep drawing your belly button in, keep lengthening the spine, and drop the shoulder away from the ear. Inhale, coming back to center. We'll walk the hands out slightly further away from your shins. Fingers stretched out. Inhale, reaching the right arm all the way back. Gaze past the fingertips. Really stretching so you can feel the chest opening out. Exhale, releasing that hand down. Inhale, reaching the left arm back. So we're always breathing through our nose rather than the mouth. And exhale, dropping that hand down. And bringing your hands behind just the base of the spine. We'll place the soles of the feet flat down on the ground. So slightly pushing forwards here so you can tip forwards into a squat position. So I'll show you from the front. We're in this position called a malasana squat. Lowering the hips down towards the ground, using your elbows to push the knees apart, keeping the chest high. What we're doing is we're opening out the hips here and placing your right hand down. Inhale, reaching the left arm up, gaze past the fingertips. So in yoga, there's always points of focus where you are meant to gaze, and this allows you to increase your self-awareness, and it also brings focus so that you're not drifting throughout the practice. And these are called drishti. Dropping that hand down, we'll inhale, reaching the right hand up. And exhale. And placing the hands slightly further in front of you will untuck the legs so you're into a tabletop position. Wrists directly below shoulders, knees below the hips, fingers stretched out. Inhale, scoot the chest forwards, dropping the belly button down to the ground. So there's a really nice dip in the back here, as if you could fill it with water like a bowl. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest. So we're going through our cat-cow motion. Inhale, scooping forward. Exhale, rounding, chin to chest. Coming back to a neutral spine. We'll swivel out on the left knee, so just the shin and the foot come out to the side. The right leg goes straight out behind you. Sweeping your right hand all the way back, drawing a big arc. And exhale, dropping it over the head. So really lift your hip high so you can feel that stretch down the right side of the body. Breathing here. And releasing the hand down. Swivel the leg back in. Inhale, lifting your right leg up. And then bringing it over to the left side, we'll drop it down. And just reaching with your torso towards that leg behind you. So you should feel a really nice stretch again down the side of the body. If you want to reach towards the shin, if that feels within your practice. And coming back to center, we'll bring the leg back in. Swivel out on the right knee this time so that the shin goes out to the side. Straighten the left leg out. Inhale, sweep the arm back. And exhale, dropping the arm over the head, lifting the hip really high. Releasing that hand down, swivel the knee back in. Inhale, lift the left leg, drop it over to the right side. As you exhale, gazing behind you towards that leg. Option to reach for the shin. Inhale, coming back to center. We'll drop the knee down. Now tucking the toes under here. We're going to come into our first downward dog. So gazing down towards the mat, take a deep inhale through the nose. As you exhale, we're going to lift the knees off the ground, lift the hips high. Coming into a downward dog. So fingers are stretched out. You're gazing at your knees or your ankles. Give your head a little bit of a shake to check that there's no tension in your neck and the head is hanging loose. If anyone has tight hamstrings, keep a bend in the knees. Draw your shoulders away from your ears and just breathe here. One deep inhale and exhale. Hips are really high. We'll all bend the knees and either walk your hands to your feet or your feet to your hands. Straighten out the legs and just hang here like a rag doll. Nodding the head to release that tension. Slowly inhale, coming all the way out, vertebra by vertebra, rolling out the shoulders. We'll interlock the fingers. Inhale, reaching up so that we're reversing that interlock. It's pushing up towards the sky. Elbows are hugging in at the ears. And your right foot goes over diagonally behind to the left side. Inhale. Exhale, bending towards the left. Inhale, back to center. Swapping over, left foot over to right. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. And release. Rolling the shoulders out. Coming to the front of your mat. Inhale, bringing the palms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, draw your belly button in, flat back. And exhale to fold so the belly comes towards the thighs. Try not to strain the neck. Inhale, stepping your right leg all the way back so that the knee and the shin drop down onto the ground. Placing your right hand down on the mat. Inhale, reaching the left arm up. Dropping that hand down. We'll walk the right palm slightly further away from the body and just give the left knee a little bit of a push with the hand. Sinking, so you might come onto the edge of your foot, sinking into the right hip. And placing the sole of the foot back down, we'll walk the fingertips towards the body till the leg straightens out. Toes pointing towards shin. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold forwards, hinging from the hips. If this feels too much, just keep a bend in your knee. Inhale, walking the hands back towards the front of the mat. We'll bring the left hand inside the foot. And really sink down into your right hip. If it feels within your practice, lower down onto your forearms. Try and keep your knee pointing up so it doesn't come out to the side. And just breathing here in this really quite intense hip opener, lizard pose. Inhale. Straightening out the elbows, bringing your hand back to frame the foot. Tuck the toes under at the back. Lift the knee. Inhale, step forwards, and exhale to fold. Inhale, stepping the left leg back, dropping the knee and shin down. Left palm on the mat. Inhale, reaching the right arm up. Exhale, dropping it down onto the right knee. Your left hand just slightly further away from the body. Just gently pushing on that knee until you come onto the edge of your foot, sinking down into your left hip. Dropping the sole of the foot back down to the ground. Inhale, walking the fingertips back towards the body, straighten out the right leg, or keep a bend if it's too much. Toes are flexed. Inhale to straighten the spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, walking the hands back towards the front of the mat, bringing the right hand inside the foot. And just lowering down again into the hips. So if this feels enough already, stay here. Just making sure that your knee is above the ankle. Otherwise, coming down to the forearms. And you might notice that one hip is definitely a lot tighter than the other. And that's normal. Breathing through the nose. Inhale, coming back to straight elbows, hands either side of the foot. tuck the toes under, lift the knee, inhale, step forward, exhale to fold. Inhale, coming all the way up, palms are together. Exhale, releasing the hands. Bringing the hands to the hips. Or inhale, stepping the right foot all the way back. So there's a good few feet between the feet. Sinking into your front knee, so you might need to step back even further. Knee directly above the ankle. Bringing the arms straight out in front, to the side, sorry. Dropping the shoulders. So in our warrior two position. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, forearm to thigh. Keeping space between your shoulder and your ear. Strong core so it doesn't collapse down. Inhale, reverse. And exhale. This time, as you inhale, we'll come all the way up with a straight leg. Reach as far forward as you can go. Inhale here. As you exhale, just letting this arm hang down by the shin and reach your other arm all the way up into your triangle pose, Trikonasana. Gazing past the fingertips. Make one long line between the fingers above and the fingers below. And imagine the body is between two panes of glass. So you're really drawing in the bum so it's not sticking out. Breathing here. Gaze down at the ground. Inhale, come all the way up. Turning your foot in so that your feet are parallel to the short edges of the mat. Interlocking the fingers behind you, or inhale to lift the chest. And exhale, fold forwards, dropping the arms over your head. Breathing here. And you can just rock slightly from side to side to stretch out the inner thighs. Slowly inhale, coming all the way up. Either step or jump the feet together. We'll come back to the front of the mat. Bringing the hands to the hips. Inhale, stepping the left leg back. Knee directly over the ankle, lengthening the arms. We'll inhale to reverse. And exhale. Inhale, reverse. So still sinking into that front knee. Exhale. Turning the heart center up towards the sky. Inhale, come all the way up, straight leg, drop the shoulders. Reach as far forward as you can, like someone's pulling you forward by the fingertips. And exhale. So once you get to this point, we're trying to turn this top hip back behind you. Gaze past the fingertips at your drishti. Breathing here. Gaze down at the mat. Inhale, come all the way up, turning the foot in. We'll interlock the fingers. Inhale and exhale. So let the head hang completely loose. And just imagine in your mind that you're letting go of the hips so they're not holding on so much to keep you upright. And you'll notice it gives you an extra inch here to fall forward. You can keep a slight bend in the knees if you like. Or inhale, coming all the way back up. Step or jump the feet together. Coming to the front of your mat. And we'll bring the right foot just slightly back this time. Couple of feet, and then I mean your feet size behind. Interlocking the fingers behind the back. Inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to lower with a completely flat back. Stretching out the hamstring. Gazing down at the mat so you don't strain the neck. And then slowly lower only as far as you can, that the belly comes towards the thigh. Inhale, coming all the way up. And from here, we're going to inhale and lift the right knee up, engaging the core. And drawing your ankle towards your inner thigh. So I'm going to face you for this one. So with your right leg, the ankle meets, almost fell in, the ankle meets the inner thigh. So gluing the two together, locking your hip in, hands to heart center. Lengthen the spine, lift the chest and drive the hips forwards. Inhale here. Option to lift the arms, drop the shoulders. And exhale. Releasing the foot down. And stepping the left foot back this time. Interlocking the fingers. Or inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, hinging from the hips, flat back, lowering down. No strain in the neck. Inhale, coming all the way up. We'll lift the left leg up. Flexing the toes, engaging the lower abdominal muscles. And drawing your foot towards the inner thigh. If it's too much there, you can always place the foot on the shin. Just avoid placing it over your knee joint. Inhale here, lengthen the spine, option to lift the arms. Really find your grounding in the foot. And exhale, release, dropping the foot down. Inhale, bring the palms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. And bending the knees, we'll step back into a tabletop position. Rest below shoulders. And bringing your right leg, still keeping the knee bent, we'll bring it over the left so that the knees stack one in front of the other. And then just sitting back into this position. So from the front, we're in this position. If it's too much, bring the feet closer towards the body. If you want something harder, bring it further away. Inhale here, lift the chest. As you exhale, lowering the chest down over the thighs, gaze down at the ground. Inhale, coming all the way up, bringing your palms down in front of you. And just tip the body forward, release the legs, and we'll go the other side. So left goes over right. Slowly sit back down. So this is called Gomukhasana, cow pose. I'm not sure why it's named after a cow. You can use your imagination here. We'll inhale, lifting the chest. As you exhale, lower it down, and you can place your forearms either on the ground, wherever feels comfortable. Breathing here. Whenever something feels like an intense or unfamiliar stretch, just deepen the breath slightly. We'll inhale, lifting the chest. Palms down in front of you, tip forward, release the legs. And we'll sit back, swiveling the legs out straight in front. Flexing the toes, so in Dandasana, staff pose, so really using the core to sit straight upright, drawing the right knee towards the chest, belly button in, taking hold of your foot with the left hand. Inhale, reach the right arm all the way back behind you. If you're extra flexible today, feel free to take hold of the heel and straighten the leg. Breathing here. We'll inhale, coming back to center. Drop the heel over the left leg. Straightening the spine. Right hand down at the base of the spine. Inhale, left arm up. Elbow hooks to the outside of the knee. And exhale, twist behind you. Inhale, coming back to center, we'll release that leg. Drawing the left knee towards the chest. Really drop the shoulders. Sitting bolt upright here. Taking hold of the foot. Inhale to reach behind you. Still with a straight spine. Straighten the leg if you feel it's within your practice. Inhale, coming back to center, dropping the sole of the foot over the right leg. Left hand down by the base of the spine. Inhale, right arm up. Elbow hooks to the outside of the knee. Exhale. Keep the toes of the right foot flexed. Inhale, coming back to center. And we're going to draw the feet together here. Soles of the feet are touching. Inhale to lengthen the spine. As you exhale, chin to chest, round the back. Elbows push down on the knees. Inhale, come all the way up. And keeping the feet where they are, you might need to shuffle your bum slightly forward so there's room for you to lie down. We're going to slowly roll all the way back, engage the core. So keeping your knees are pointing out to the side, soles of the feet are together. In this position called Supta Baddha Konasana, place one hand over your belly and one hand over your heart. Gently close the eyes here. Just take a deep inhale through the nose and feel the belly rise as you inhale and fall as you exhale. Just noticing your own individual breath and heartbeat, tuning back in to the body and away from your surroundings. Just take a moment here to ask yourself how your mood has changed throughout the practice. Really increase that connection between mind and body. Inhale through the nose and exhale. And keeping the eyes closed, just release your hands to the ground. Just feeling the hips sinking into the ground, melting into the mat. Relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. Remaining completely still. And just in this position, just letting everything go, giving the body the time and space it needs to restore, rejuvenate. And keeping the eyes closed still, slowly start to bring some small movement to the fingers and the toes. And gently in this position, we'll draw the knees towards the chest. Gently roll over onto your right side into the fetal position. So perhaps using your arm as a pillow. Eyes remain closed. And just gently, with your free hand, push the body up to a comfortable seated position. Bringing length to the spine. Lifting the chest, belly button in. Keeping the eyes still closed. We'll inhale, draw the shoulders up to the ears. Everything you've been carrying with you this morning or yesterday, bring it all up to the surface. Exhale, sigh it out through the mouth, drop the shoulders. We'll do one more of these. Inhale, draw the shoulders up. Exhale. Bring the hands back to heart center, palms are touching. Press your thumb towards your sternum, your chest bone. I'll seal the practice with one arm. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Lowering your head towards your hands. Just take a moment to thank yourself for starting off your day by tuning into the mind and body, giving yourself the time to restore and re-energize so that you are the best version of yourself for the rest of the day. Thank you all for joining me. Namaste.